Good evening, everyone. Welcome to IQI Canada Evening Talks. My name is Yousaf Iqbal, Country Head of Juwai IQI Canada. IQI stands for International Quality Investment. We not only have a very strong local presence, but we also have a very strong international presence in more than 21 countries with 25,000 agents. And today I have an honor of inviting my guest again, who is the head of international sales, Mandy Chen. Hey, Mandy, how are you doing? Welcome to the show.
Hi Yusuf, how are you? I'm great.
I am doing well, Mandy. You know what? I must say that it's been a year. I would say the reason I say year is that we did a program together last year. So now we're in
Yep.
2022. I'm seeing you almost after a year in terms of the technical change of it. Just to give a little introduction about Mandy as an international sales, I don't know how she does it, but you imagine with all these countries, all these projects going on, Mandy knows about each and every project. She is at a click of a button. Mandy and her team are so good. You talk about a project in Australia, you talk about Philippines, you talk about Vietnam, you talk about Thailand, you talk about Cambodia, you talk about Canada. She is the go-to person. You just call her up, hey, Mandy, what's going on. And plus keeping up with all those migration rules and regulations, hats off to you, Mandy. Thank you so much for doing that. I think you are doing an amazing, amazing job on that. So,
Thank
Mandy,
you. Mm,
the good thing is that things are opening up here at
yep.
Canada. Now we are bringing in foreign, the visitors can come in, the buyers can come in, the people can come in. The restrictions are getting quite easier. How things going on in Malaysia and other countries?
Yeah, in Malaysia, we will open the border from 1st of April. So therefore, it's like Yusuf, you can actually visit us anytime after 1st of April
I want to.
without
I want to.
and Australia also they open the border this month. So again, it's like all the travelers, students, all the expats can actually go in to Australia already. Yeah, Thailand also open up the border too. So again, it's like everyone start busy planning for their schedules to travel.
That is going to be really good because you know what, it's been almost now 2 years, and I'm not used to the winters here in Canada anymore. So I used to be in Australia from January onwards, and that was always a very good change from a minus 20, minus 25 to going to a plus 25 to plus 30 on that. So looking forward for that, and hopefully we can see in terms of the travel plans. One thing I must say, and while talking to you, listening to your international property chats, talking to the other country heads. What we have seen is that during the time of pandemic, and talk about Canada and other countries as well, we've seen a lot of growth which has happened in terms of the real estate market. We have seen here about 25 to 30% year to year over growth. I guess people were not traveling. A lot of local investors, a lot of local people trying to buy their houses, something which we have seen in Canada. Have you seen the similar trend in other countries as well?
Yeah, in fact, in Malaysia as well as Australia and other countries, it's like the local demand is actually increasing. Perhaps it's like you can't travel. Okay, the money spent nowhere except that you are thinking to invest in real estate for own stay. Because right now we can see that lots of local are buying for own stay. Perhaps it's like because of the pandemics, they knows that to have a home is actually is a must. Okay, so
That's
therefore it's
right.
like you can see that in other countries also in terms of the demand is actually getting higher, but of course you talk about rental wise, vacancy might be dropped a fair bit because international students cannot go in, and I would say
That's right.
traveler like tourists or the expat cannot be travel. So therefore some of the areas when come to rental will be affected. But I don't think in Canada, right? Because I remember I heard from one of my agents. Sons is trying to actually look for accommodations where fly over to Canada. It seems that it's pretty hard for him to actually get a room or even just an apartment, right?
It is exactly. It's about the demand and supply. And right now, the international students have started coming up and coming in, and we will see more students coming in as well. So yes, the rental has been very, very in demand. Uh, because of the immigration has always played a very major role, a major part in Canada. So yeah, I know from your friend's perspective, it sometimes get difficult to find exactly, especially if you're trying to be in near a campus of any university. It may become a little challenge, but a little bit here and there on that you be able to get it. But yeah, it's been really hot, really demanding on that. I know that whenever you come in, we always talk about a project. And do you want to share what are we talking about? Which project are we talking about today, Mandy?
Yeah, so I still remember first time when we talk about international with the Canada team, I was talking about UK. With one project is
Yes,
in London, and I think today I will probably switch to Southeast Asia, whereby it's Australia. I'm sure Yusuf,
amazing.
you like Australia too. Okay, so I'm going to share one of the exciting projects in Melbourne, Australia. So in one of the inner city called Southbank.
Okay. Okay, perfect. Let's get started. I'm excited. I'm sure our audience is also excited to know about the Melbourne project and what is going on in Melbourne. So please, over to you. Let's get started.
Okay, let me share my screen.
Yes.
Can you see the screen?
Yep. All good. We can see you there. It's a mini
All right.
Petropolis in
So,
South Bank. Yeah.
yep. Okay. So this is one of the pre-launch projects and hot from Arwen. Okay, I would say that I just received this stock last week, so I'm
Okay.
pretty excited. So I wanted to share with you all. All right. So can you see the slide? The second slide.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Very clear.
Okay, so just a little bit background for those that who might not familiar with Australia and where is Melbourne. So Melbourne is actually one of the city in the state called Victoria, and for Melbourne, in fact, is one of the most livable city in the world for 7 consecutive for past. I would say 3 years ago. All right, in terms of the lifestyle, it's actually because it's city. Okay, it's a vibrant lifestyles. It's a great cities for you to live, work, and study. And because of this, right, they are actually very popular with the cultural. They have lots of musical, art performance, concerts, museum, and also home to many different festivals, celebrations as well. Because in Melbourne, you can see that the culture is actually very diversified. You have lots of Asians, Westerner, that actually living in Melbourne. And also, a lot of tourists actually love to visit Melbourne due to the above two reasons as well. So it's actually one of the best visited destinations. In terms of the education, they have this so-called world-class universities, which is classified as Australia best students. Just name a few of the popular university like University of Melbourne, Monash, RMIT. All these are world-ranking university and located in Melbourne itself. And besides Melbourne, in terms of the job opportunity and business potentials, again, lots of migrants or even entrepreneur would like to set up office, international office in Melbourne. All right, then where is Southbank? Southbank is just actually across Melbourne CBD. It's just an inner city, which is 1 kilometer away from Melbourne CBD. And in fact, you can walk to the CBD just across the river, all right? And this inner city is one of the primary business centers and entertainment hub in the out greater Melbourne. So therefore, a lot of people will love to visit Southbank as well because it's so close to CBD, and in fact, they have this name, uh, a name called Entertainment Cuisine. Over here, you can find lots of restaurant, cafes, or you talk about fine dine, you talk about uh, everything about food, everything about entertainment, and of course, one of the most unique entertainment hub here is the Crown Melbourne. Okay, it's a casino, but they have lots of entertainments, performance activities around this whole area. All right, and Southbank is also home for an art cuisine. Over here, you can find lots of institutions, art center, galleries that actually located in this area. Therefore, it's actually very popular. And just now I did mention that a lot of headquarters, international headquarters like PwC, News Corp, IBM, and many more are startup offices here. So it's actually a combinations of residential or commercial as well as retail in this suburb itself. And in terms of the connectivity, it's actually it's great, I would say. Okay, they have this tram, they have train, they have bus, they have taxi and Uber access all over in this suburb. And the other best part is that it's a very strategic locations whereby you can actually access to all the amenities. You talk about shopping center, you talk about entertainment, you talk about park, or you talk about art galleries. Okay, all this is within walking distance. I would say 5 to 10 minutes. So one of the apps that actually measure the accessibility through walking distance is called Walk Score in Australia. Okay, and in fact, this one scored 98 out of 100. So can you imagine
Wow, wow.
how convenient, yeah, to go
Very,
to
very
every.
good information. Walk score 98 by 100. Just for the people
Yeah,
to know, that means is that everything is just nearby. One of the best places where people can be on that. That's really amazing.
yeah. In fact, that you probably do not need a car. In this
Yeah,
case, you can walk
yeah.
everywhere to get everything that you want.
Very nice, very nice.
So a lot of people will ask, is like, what sort of demographic in this suburb? I would say that um, used to be, I mean, historical. Okay, it's used to be an industrial precinct. Okay, but because of the distance is so close to the CBD, they actually convert it to be a business and entertainment inner city. So therefore, it's a great transformations for this city itself. Okay, talking about populations as at June 2017, a little bit old data, but that is the latest one I can get. It's about 21,700 residents, and you have about 45,000 workers in this area. So majority are professional, blue collars and white collars are staying around here. Okay, in terms of the medium age group is about 20 to 39. Again, very vibrant young generations who love to live here, or for those that who actually wanted to downsize things and prefer to live in closer to the city, which is with good connectivity and accessibility. So a lot of people would prefer to stay in this suburb as well. So again, one of the most tense popular area of Melbourne, and it is in fact fastest growing suburb, right, compared to some others inner cities. And a lot of, because this is so close to the CBD, basically just walking distance, you would actually expect more apartments living instead of house, all right, because with the land is scarce. Okay, so therefore it's like more than 90% are living in flat or apartments. So again, more than 60% are renting. So this is a good demographic for you to actually look for investments. So if you want to invest in this area, so again, you can see the demographic is good for investment. People who live in South Bank is, like I mentioned just now, is basically professional, singles, couple, or retiree.
Nice. Very, very good area for the people to be
Yep.
around in terms of the, and this probably rental will also go very quickly for the professionals, for the single people as well on that.
Yes, yes, especially those who really want to enjoy quality life. Okay,
Yeah.
this is a place. All right. So again, because of these prime locations, when you talk about investment, you always talk about location, location, location. So in this particular project called South Bank, okay, it's actually a mini metropolis. You can see that it's actually surrounded with lots of corporate offices, residentials, and plus entertainment hub. And beside you have a riverfront view as well. So it's actually very beautiful city views that you could actually enjoy.
Hmm.
And it's developed by one of the well-known developer in Melbourne called Beulah.
Okay.
Okay, let's look at this map. You can see that the light blue color is basically the Melbourne CBD. Okay, and just cross the street. Okay, you can see. is basically just walking distance from about 5 to about 15 minutes. You can reach the train stations, the Flinders Street stations, and then you can go to the Federal Square, okay, whereby there's a lot of art galleries are there, okay, and then you can actually walk to the park. The green color is all the park, okay. It's just um, 8 to 10 minutes walk from South Bank all the way to enjoy the greenery, the parks. Is all on your right hand side, and you can see that the light green is all the art gallery, national galleries, okay, art centers and everything, performance, everything is there. And you have another circuit ground whereby you can watch your football, okay, everything. In terms of the sport, you can come here again, just 20 minutes tram, or if you want to walk, you can actually, it's walkable. And on the left, you can see that the purple color is Crown Melbourne. This is actually, again, very popular. You can find lots of restaurants along the whole area here, and it's just only 5 minutes walk. All right.
Yeah,
Just to
that's very nice.
summarize, show you that the combinations, okay, how look at the mix. In fact, I would say that it's
Very
basically
nice.
retail, commercials, all mixed and all within walking distance. So you can find recreations, residence, education, commercial, retail, hotel, all around this project itself. So can you just see how vibrant the location is?
Very nice.
The other thing that usually when we talk about investment, we always want to go to where a government's going to spend money. Okay, that's where you can see that there's going to be lots of potentials and create lots of job opportunities. People will move in with the demand of the housing. So in this case, it's like governments actually, Victoria governments are spending 1.46 billion, okay, Australian dollars to upgrade this entire art precincts. So which include a public garden, you have a new galleries and new centers for creativity, and also the theatre upgrading as well. And on top of that, Melbourne Council going to spend about 47 million on this boulevard to upgrade this whole boulevard, which include again 25,000 of new public spaces, 1.1 kilometer of bike path. So that means you can actually cycle along this area, okay? And there's a new civic halls as well as the link from Royal Botanical Garden all the way to Yarra River. So that's where you can see that the potential is here. People are moving in due to this, and it will increase a lot of international art students as well. And look at the exterior of this building. You can see that is it's a vertical garden city. It's the way they design it. All right. So later I will go into detail on it. Okay, so from here you can see that you have it's actually mixed use developments. Okay, basically include hotel, a 6-star hotel, okay, by Four Seasons. So first one, you have the rooftop bar restaurants, okay, and you have hotel on the second, okay, then you have the third Four Seasons hotel also. Then you have offices, grade A offices are located at this building as well. Then you have the South Bank Square. Square is a public park that whereby you not just only accessible to the community, but public can actually enjoy this park as well. It's actually on top of the podium. Then you have art and culture center. Just imagine that you do not need to go out, okay? But within the development itself, you have all the art galleries and performances that you can actually enjoy. And 7, we have this wellness precinct, so whereby all the health, wealth balance, everything, gym, okay, yoga, in terms of nutrition centers, all located at number 7 here. Then you have retail. On top of that, you have retail. Can you imagine that you can just
Wow.
live down, okay, and you can just shop, okay, do your shopping, okay,
That's
do
nice. Lovely.
okay, and bring it up to your unit, okay. Just imagine how easy and convenient.
Yes, yes, yes. That's really looks like a very exciting. The way even the building has been designed and all that looks really, really unique.
Yep. Okay. And then on top of that, can you imagine they have this sky garden
Yeah.
on top? Yeah. And later on, I'm going to share with you who's the architect for this sky garden. You'll be amazed too.
Wow.
And residence apartments. All right. So we have pocket park. Can you just imagine that within the development itself, you can enjoy some small little pocket parks in every 8 levels. So that's lots of
Wonderful.
greenery around this. Even though you might look like you are actually living in the inner city, but again, you can still enjoy a lot of greenery within the development itself.
Yeah.
Then we have auditorium, whereby you can
Mm.
enjoy mini concerts, okay, all the performances over here as well. Again, take a lift down, you can get it, all right? You have kids club, okay. A lot of people nowadays is like they probably have one or two children. So again, it's like you have a kids club for them to enjoy, all right, and having fun.
Yeah.
Um, you can see that 14, 15, 16 is all retail dining experience and so-called the market hall. So again, I want to emphasize that in terms of the retail cuisine over here is actually a world-class experiential based kind of retail with latest technology applied. So can you imagine if you want to buy a sneaker and you want to know how comfortable the sneaker is, they actually have these apps for you to actually a basketball court for you to play, okay, to get
Yeah.
sneaker on to see how comfortable the sneaker is. You can just imagine. So
Wow.
it's more
Nice.
like
Very
concept
nice.
store. Yeah, it's a concept store, and they have a lot of personalized service that cater for the community as well as to the public. So it's actually one of the new concept when it comes to retail. So I just mentioned, so they actually offer a lot of master classes, okay, for you to learn, okay, and they have this open studio and they provide a lot of personalized service to you. And talk about market hall again, is a you can grab all the grocery or and as well as fresh food and meats, okay. And can you imagine that whatever food that you pick up from here, you can actually bring it to the restaurant, and the chef will cook in front of you.
Oh wow, that's nice. That's amazing. That's something
Yes,
unique.
yeah, it's different. It's totally different kind of experience. All right, so I don't think there's many developments have such offer, and
Nope.
this is very
Nope.
unique, especially
That's
the
right.
culture itself. Yeah. So you talk about totally different kind of lifestyles here. So you have farm to table, you have all the fresh food that you buy, and the chef will cook in front of you. So it's basically total different kind of experience. So some of the restaurant will be Michelin star rated as well. Um, this one is one of my favorite. Okay, wellness cuisine. So again, you can enjoy having a swim, or you go for a gym or sauna. Okay, hot bath, or it's actually spa, beauty salon is all within this wellness cuisine.
Nice.
So you
Nice.
can
Nice.
see
Nice.
how nice it is.
It is beautiful. It's beautiful. Very nice. Wow.
Yeah. So not just cater for professional that wants lifestyles, okay? They can cater for families as well, especially those with young kids. So therefore, they have this kids club, okay, to get them enjoy themselves. All right. So you can see that they probably have lots of playstations for them to hang around. All
Wow.
right.
Nice. Perfect. Perfect place for the kids to enjoy.
And on top of that, they actually bring in the art and cultural kind of center into this development itself. So basically, they will integrated all the arts and cultural facilities within the retail cuisine. And one of the top 10 art gallery in the world will be located in this development. So they have all these rotating artworks, sculpture gardens, installations, all is actually within the development itself.
Very nice.
So these are some which I just mentioned, and all these are family friendly. So again, it's like not just cater for single professional, but family as well. Well, so a lot of time that we were just wondering if we want to go for a concert. Okay, so we probably need to take a taxi or public transport just to go to the stadium or the concert hall to enjoy it. But right now, with this development, within this development itself, they have this uh, auditorium whereby you can actually accommodate up to 3,000 attendees. And
Wow,
we offer
nice.
the world-class performance, fashion show, festival, e-sport kind of event, okay, concerts, or parties, okay, just cater for you all, okay. Just imagine
Nice.
how easy it's like you are taking a lift down, then you can go for the concert. It's like
Wow, amazing,
staying in a
amazing.
hotel, but actually it's your own residence.
Perfect, beautiful. That's really nice. It's got everything in that area what you could think of, everything into the building what you could think of. It
Yes.
covers up everything. When it's a lifestyle. Once you're there, you don't need to be anywhere else. You can really cater to all your needs within this particular location and this building.
And most important, you won't feel bored at all. You have lots
Yeah.
of activities from day to night.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. That's beautiful.
Okay. This South Bank Square is actually a public park that is open for public as well. All right. So can you just see how beautiful it is? All right. It's
Yeah.
on top of the podium of the retail podium. And this is one of the tall, it's going to be one of the, not one, it's going to be the Australia tallest towers when completed. And on top of that, the Sky Garden will have the best view of Melbourne City. So
Wow.
can you imagine
Nice.
when you're standing on top of this Sky Garden, you can oversee the magnificent city view of Melbourne. So
Nice.
this one is like it's very unique. In fact, that is only with this development have such features and sky garden on top, because usually people will probably build penthouse instead, but over here they have different experience. It's going to be a sky garden.
Yep.
So if you've been to Singapore, okay, then Garden by the Bay, okay, is exactly the same concept, and they are actually getting the same architects to build the sky garden here, to design the sky gardens. This is
Wow.
gonna, this is what you are expecting in the sky garden. So isn't it
Wow.
amazing?
That's so amazing. That is so amazing.
Okay, and not only talk about retail, talk about residentials, let's talk about office and commercial. So they're going to have a grade A commercial building here,
Wow.
and every office they will come with an open balcony. So can you imagine that nowadays it's office without a balcony, but they can actually cater for balcony in within this development itself for every office. Okay, and with this they're going to attract more than 5,000 professionals, such as a young upcoming operator like Google, Samsung, Apple. They can enjoy this kind of open concept, something new to them. Okay, so this is one of the targeted tenant in these offices.
Beautiful. Very nice.
So it's more like a modern concept kind of offices, okay, to create all these ambience around the area, whole developments. Okay, on top of that, they're going to have this Four Seasons hotel. In fact, it's the first Four Seasons hotel in Melbourne, all right? And they will have about 216 service room with hotel service residents as well. Again, for Four Seasons, they're going to do something different, okay? They will have a rooftop restaurant, dining, and bar, okay? And they will provide a lots of lifestyle amenities to the residents and to the people who actually stay in the hotel itself. So different concept by itself. This
Nice.
is one of the photos on the rooftop bar and restaurant. And the way they design this facade is like they make it so unique, and it's surrounded with all the greeneries. That means I would say that every 8 level it comes with a pocket park. So
Wow. That is
project's going to
something
be
amazing.
Yeah, it's gonna be the tallest vertical gardens in the world. Okay, with the iconic designs, and they're integrating natural into the whole tower. So it's gonna be very unique by its own. Okay, even though you would own this masterpiece, you probably feel proud to be one of the owner there.
Beautiful, very nice.
So they have few category when come to residentials. Basically, they divided into three category. They have the hotel private residence, which is located on the top of the tower from level 82 to 93. Okay, then they come to the second one, which is the sky rise, starting from level 64 to 81. Then they have the middle one, which is called high rise category, whereby they start from level 43 to 63. Then finally, the lower one will be the garden rise, which start from level 10 to 40. And from the layout, you can see that they actually starting from a one bed, one bath, all the way to four beds, three bath. So can you imagine that they are not only cater for investor, they also cater for family, for owner occupier, because can you imagine not many developments will actually go as big as four bedrooms, okay?
That's
Especially you talk
true.
about in the city itself. I mean, even in
Yeah,
Toronto itself, I don't think you can probably find four beds, three bath
that's
in
right.
that development. So usually they will emphasize either one bed or two bed. But in this case, can you imagine that they go all the way to four beds means that they also cater for family too.
Very nice, very nice.
This is just one of the sample of the floor plan, just for you to take a look. And basically, one floor plate have about 13 to 14 units, okay, and they have five lifts to serve all the units in the whole floor. And I would say that just a quick look up for the selling price, and it's actually starting from AUD 516,000 all the way to 5.47 million Australian dollars.
Yes,
In terms of
honestly.
the build up, it's actually from 50 square meter all the way to 274 square meters.
Okay, 50 square meter too. Okay, nice.
Okay, and these
Yeah.
are some of the internal that's going to provide different category. They have different furnitures as well. So this is just one of some of the artist impressions of the unit, the interior by itself. All right, so it's actually very beautiful done up. Okay, and they offer the upgrade facility, upgrade options. Okay, for if let's say for example you want to do the carpet, you want to upgrade to timber flooring instead of carpet, you can do so, or you want to add on additional aircon, you are allowed to do so. In terms of the color scheme, you can change it as well. Okay, in terms of the tiles, you want to upgrade to a premium tile, you can do so as well. These are some of the view that you can actually expecting from unit itself. To look
Wow.
up, you can actually enjoy some of the view here, because this is going to be one of not one. This is going to be the tallest towers in Melbourne. Okay, so therefore you
Beautiful.
can see that it's unblocked view, especially you go to the higher deck of the units. And they provide world class amenities. So look at it, it's like all the amenities is like swimming pool, okay, the lobby, okay, they have this sauna room, okay, um, lounge, okay, library and private dining area. All these are provide within the development itself, and residents are allowed to use. And this is the pocket part that I'm saying. Just imagine that you stay in an apartment, okay, and you can walk your dog in this park, okay. You
Yeah,
can do
beautiful.
some meetings and exercise, yoga in this small little parks. So very beautiful done up, okay.
Mm.
And personalized service by the South Bank concierge, again, what sort of service or exclusive service that they offer to the communities. Okay, you can look at it. It's like they provide cleaning and maintenance, housekeeping and laundry, airport transfer, pet service, car
Wow.
washing, doctor or nurse on call, fresh food delivery. Okay, you have child mining, grocery shoppings, okay, and beside that, you can book restaurant or even events, in-house private chef and catering, um, home office design and setup, or you want to be more adventurous, you can actually engage a specialist sport coaching, okay, at your doorstep, personal trainer, specialist, nutrition advice, okay, in-house personal health treatment, um, in-house massages, and all the beauty treatment, just all
Wow,
very,
nice. Everything you could think of is there.
yeah, it's just like you are staying in a resort, okay, you're going for holiday. That's another amazing service that they provide, and in fact, none other uh, than the developments in Melbourne that you can find this. Okay, they call it this exclusive car sharing service.
Oh, wow.
Especially when I talk about this area, the walk score is actually 98%. You literally do not need to buy a car, okay, or you do not need to own a car. But in the events that you probably need to go certain functions that, or you want to travel out of Melbourne, you probably need a car. So what they can provide is like they have about 50 cars available for you to use, okay, and it's actually based on the membership, okay, so you pay for some annual fees, okay, then you are allowed to use all these cars, okay, and they derive it into different categories. So you have luxury cars like BMW, you have Land Rover, okay, then you have more affordable smaller economic car for you to move around. So all this is within your reach. All right. So can you just imagine that they have such a service that offer to all the uh,
Wow.
community within the development itself? Isn't it beautiful?
That's amazing. That's really nice. That's something unique as well.
Yeah. So then a little bit background of the developer. Okay, of course, everybody wants to know who is this developer. Are they trustworthy? Are they have good profile? Okay, then let's talk about team. Beulah is one of the well-known developer in Melbourne. They have done quite a lot of projects. Later on, I will share their portfolio, and is also one of the award-winning developers. So quite a few of their projects have won rewards in Australia. So and then they have partnered with Four Seasons to come up with this hotel services. Okay, then they have architects from Courts. Okay, and they all these partners that work together are well-known architects, okay, and designers, okay, within Melbourne itself. So therefore, you name it, it's still considered a global team that you
Wow.
should be proud of. All right.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, this is some of the awards that they receive, okay, from 2016 onwards all the way to 2020. Again, it's like you can see that they have actually won lots of awards before, okay? So you shall not be worried, okay, in the events that anything happen, okay? So they are very reliable and trustworthy kind of developer. And these are some of the profile, okay, the portfolio that I did, okay. They usually go for those um, uh, high premium kind of project developments, okay. And these are some of it. There's one project in Paragon which is completed, again is nicely done up, okay. A lot of my investors and clients are very happy with this development too. All right. Okay, just as a quick summary that why you should invest in this particular project for Southbank. Okay, of course, number one, you talk about the address. Okay, Southbank. Okay, it's
Yeah.
so convenient, so accessible. Okay, so if you were to live here, you do not even need a car. You can walk to all the amenities within 5 to 10 minutes. All right. So the other thing is like you talk about in terms of the educations. There's lots of arts institutions, colleges around this cuisine, okay, and also there are some universities, okay, like in the Melbourne CBD itself. So basically, it's very convenient for you to stay here, all right. And for parents who want to buy for kids, okay, this is one, okay, you can consider. All right. So then on top of the in terms of the amenities they offer, you can look at it. They have public park within the development itself. They have retail. They have commercial. Okay, they give you that kind of resort living with four seasons come into the pictures and give you all the personalized service. So again, this is another point that you should think about it. I mean, whether it's an investment or own stay, don't you think that is fantastic? So if you stay here, so it's like all at one roof. You probably do not need to get out of the developments. You can get everything that you want. So that
Yes.
is the beautiful part of this mixed development kind of a concept. All right. So and you talk about in terms of the facade is also very unique and it's going to be the tallest tower. Or can you imagine you own one tallest building, one of the units in the tallest building in Australia, in Melbourne. So would you think that is a masterpiece? One of the you will be the proud owner. So imagine that people ask you, where do you stay or where do you invest? I invest in South Bank, Beulah. Okay,
Yeah.
one of the tallest tower. All right. So on top of
Yes.
that, they actually they cater for all the entertainment and performances, okay, art gallery, all within the reach. Again, something different, okay. Usually the people will not actually spend so much on so-called art galleries or entertainment. It's basically they probably will want to build more units to make more profit. But again, is that they create a different kind of unique concept. So um, in this case, they say next evolution. Okay, you live within a city in a city. That kind of concept. All right. And lastly, you talk about because it's global team. Okay, all are with good track record. You do not have to worry that the this development will not goes on. Okay, so therefore this is actually um, it's good projects for you to invest. So it's a quick one. So if you
Yeah.
think that it's a good project, okay, and you might want to invest, okay, and you are convinced, okay, why not just grab one, okay? Because this project is pre-launch, it's going to take about 5 to 6 years, 6 years to complete. So basically, right now, what you need to do is just pay a booking fees, AUD of 5,000, and fill up the form. Then after that, you will appoint a lawyer. They will go through the terms and conditions in the contract, okay? And then usually the lawyer fees will cost you about 2,000 to 3,000, and you're gonna pay 50% upon signing a contract and 50% upon completion. So like I said, because it's gonna be complete in 5 to 6 years. So what you need to do is just pay initial deposit 10% now and nothing, okay, upon completion, 50% you settle, all right? Of course, you need to pay certain fees or the initial fees, it's like FRB, which is the Foreign Investment Review Board, basically like you are just getting approval from the governments that you're going to buy, as a foreigner, you're going to buy your properties in Australia. So there are certain fees one-off fees that you're going to pay. So these are the range, starting from 6,350 onwards. That is for those that below 1 million. Above 1 million, you will cost more. Then, if you want to apply for mortgage, okay, yes, you have such options, okay, but that's going to be 6 months prior completion. So you won't do it now, which is probably another 5 years later only you do it, and they might have some fees involved. All right. And local stamp duty for your information, if you want to buy in the Melbourne, so it's 5.5% of the contract price upon completion that you pay off. And foreign surcharge is 8%, again, which is on the contract price upon completion, then you pay this 8%. So other fees such as valuations, settlement fee, and depreciation report, all these upon completion. So basically, it's very straightforward. Pay 10% now, okay, and wait 5 to 6 years
So,
later after the
so,
90%.
so I have a question here for you, Mandy.
Mm.
When you said 10% down, for example, if you're buying an apartment for 800,000 or $1 million, you just put
Mhm.
10% down, and the rest of the 90% you pay at the time of closing, which is going to happen in 3 years' time. Is that correct? Two, three,
Yes,
3 to 4 years' time on that?
5 to 6 years, 6 year time.
5 years. So,
Yeah.
so a couple of questions here for you, Mandy. Is this deposit structure also for international buyers as well? They can do the same deposit structure. Is it different? Same?
Yes.
Okay.
Both
And
local and foreign structure is the same. And of course, a lot of people will ask that 10% will go to the developer or the lawyer trust account. So
yeah,
this 10% will go to lawyer trust account. So in the events, after the sunset clause, that means in the contract they will say that they will take about 5 to 6 years to build this project. So in the events that they cannot fulfill within 5 to 6 years, all right. So therefore, the 10% will be refunded to the buyer.
nice, nice. And then you can apply for financing as well. And normally
Yes.
the banks are okay to finance the international investors as well.
Yes. Right now at this stage, because I can't tell you 5 years later,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
some of the bank might not be open up for foreigner yet. Okay, but I'm sure 5 to 6 years time.
5 years down the line, you can do that. So
Yeah.
this is really an amazing opportunity because you're just putting 10% down, securing a
Yes.
unit, and one of the tallest towers coming up in Melbourne. I think you can't go wrong with it with all the amenities, global team, the architect, the developer, and everything on that, and on just 10% down payment. This is really an amazing deposit structure and definitely an amazing project for people to
Yeah.
look at it. So, you know what? I want to share people that there is the number coming up for Mandy right
Mhm.
on our screen right now. You could see her telephone number, you could see her email address, you could send her a WhatsApp message. If you are interested to know about this project, I'm sure with this kind of a price launch and this kind of a deposit structure, this is going to go out because everybody would like to be a part of this, would want to be investing in this sort of a project because this is going to be a landmark. And I'm sure in terms of the appreciation, what we are seeing right now, and 5 years, 6 years down the line, your value will definitely appreciate. That's what at least we have seen in real estate all over the world.
Yep, definitely. And moreover, this is a pre-launch event, so you are actually buying an early bird price. Okay, why not
Amazing.
now than later?
Exactly. Yep. Yep. Great.
Okay.
Thank you.
So for more information, you can actually scan my barcode and contact me. If not, if you think that this is a great project, so book one day with just the booking fees of Australia dollars 5,000.
No, that's really amazing. That's really amazing. You know what? Thank you so much. What an exciting project. That's what I say about IQI. We just don't just sell you, but we give you the full insight of the project. I think going through the details of the project and looking right from the location perspective to the developers to the amenities. Especially starting from a studio and going one bedroom, going all the way one bedroom prosperity to four bedrooms, which is also a very unique feature. You don't see a lot of four bedrooms. At least, maximum you see the three bedroom. Very few you see in four bedrooms, especially in one of those tallest towers. This is a very unique design, an amazing opportunity for investors to look into it. So, again, just for our investors or people who are watching us, whether you are in Canada, whether you are in Australia, you are in Philippines, Vietnam, Thailand, Cambodia, Dubai, the good thing is that when you're dealing with IQI, we are taking care of your needs right from an end-to-end solution. So Mandy and the team will coordinate with you. They will give you all the overview of the projects, whatever needs to be done. I'm sure, Mandy, we can also arrange for the lawyers and everything, whatever is required for foreign buyers, right?
Yep, no problem. So we provide one-stop solutions. You name it, we have it.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much, Mandy. Anything else you want to add before we say bye to our audience?
Well, I always have this motto, as in invest, live locally, invest globally. So
Yeah.
diversify your investment portfolio. So this is our one of the best projects that you can consider if you want to invest in Australia. Okay, so if Canada, always go back to Yusuf. Yusuf will be able to do a great projects in Canada as well. Perhaps next round we will talk about Canada.
Sure, sure. We have lots of projects lined up on there. We'll talk about Canada as well. But I think what we need to do is that maybe we need to continue. We're not going to have a very long gap this time. And now the way you brought in Melbourne, very soon we'll have another project from Mandy about a different country as well. That gives you a lot of insight about that country and what's happening in that particular country as well. So thank you very much, Mandy. Take care of yourself. Thank you, audience, for tuning in. Thank you so much, everybody. Take care. Bye-bye.
Yeah, take care. Bye bye.
Bye.